Good morning. Just a word to the interpreters. You can relax for 1 minute because I don't expect you to translate, but I'd like to say a few words of welcome in the Irish language, if I may. And by the way, there's a prize of a weekend in Dublin to anybody who is not Irish who can tell me later what I said. A Huracha, a Driharacha, agus a cóide, Morí ver maidin. Is mór an onór domsa, ve conchliv an ócad starúil tábhachtach seo. Is ócad starúil is sail geard common na Europa an down agus éireann. Agus tá muid gamuid míle buchas dóibh bheith in our láthair. It's a good job I didn't recite a prayer. Colleagues, I have been asked to say a few words of welcome, and I'm wondering about the wisdom of anybody asking any Irish man to stand in front of a microphone and to confine himself to a few words. But I will try. I am deeply honoured to be asked to speak to you today, and I would like to point out that I have been given the further honour of being asked by my 3 host union colleagues, the General Secretaries of the ASTI, the INTO and the TUI, to also speak on their behalf. I can't tell you what a pleasure it is to see so many friends and so many familiar faces. And I hope that you will allow me to especially say hello this morning to all of my colleagues from the higher education and research sector. And in addition, I would like to pay a special welcome to colleagues from Ghana and the delegate from Palestine. I have been the General Secretary of the Irish Federation of University Teachers for 7 years, 2 days, 9 hours and 30 minutes. But who's counting? IFET is not only one of the smallest unions in Ireland, but by extension, possibly one of the smallest unions in the world, and certainly one of the smallest unions in Education International. But the lesson that conveys to me is you do not have to be big to be strong, and you do not have to be loud to be influential. For all of the Irish unions, equality is a core value. At the first World Women's Conference of EI held in Bangkok, all of the unions were represented, and 2 of the unions sent their general secretaries to attend the conference, and the unions made a conscious decision that such officers should attend, even though it might have been thought that the conference was for women only, and sent male officials as well. I believe very strongly that the full emancipation of women is not merely a women's issue. We wouldn't dream of leaving the fight against poverty to the poor themselves. We don't regard the battle against racism to be a matter for victims only. We don't think that we should leave it to the Jewish people to fight anti-Semitism, and we don't think that we should leave it to the Palestinians to be alone in their struggle for their national rights. And so it is with the emancipation of women. Because as long as we have a situation where half of the population of the world is discriminated against in their lives, in their childhood, in their careers, in their image, in their portrayal, and in their economic life, so long as that disadvantage exists, as somebody has already quoted the former President of Ireland, Mary Robinson, so long as that exists, we men can never be free either. This is our joint struggle. It's the struggle of all progressive people. And I am really struck by the number of people who described yesterday's event, the atmosphere and the sense of solidarity. And to that I would add the sense of inclusion that was evident at the First World Women's Conference and is evident today, and I thank you for it. Can I just say a few words of welcome to you, to my city, our capital city, a city we love, a small town in many ways, but an historic and an important city, we believe. I'm not sure, is it 4 or 5 Nobel laureates for literature the city can boast, but the most recent winner of the Nobel Prize, who was Irish, Seamus Heaney, the poet, was, I am honoured and proud to say, a member of the Irish Federation of University Teachers. People have asked me, can I walk to here or walk to there? You can walk anywhere in Dublin. But when you do, my advice is bring your map. And I tell you why. You might want to stop your average Dubliner to ask for direction. And by all means do. Do so if you want conversation and a bit of wit, perhaps. But don't do it if you want directions. Dubliners are notorious for not knowing their own city. I'm a North-Sider and I'm a stranger here on the South Side. Don't ask anybody on the South Side what happens on the North Side. Don't ask anybody on north of the river what happens south of the river. They don't know. And they'd probably advise you not to go there. So talk to us, but don't rely on us. Enjoy your stay. I hope you have some time to enjoy it. I think you have heard several times already the standard welcome, which is Céad Míle Fáilte. It's 100,000 welcomes. 100,000 welcomes is enough to get us over these 3 days, and I hope it's enough to encourage you to come back after your deliberations today, when we will have enjoyed what we are doing and the purpose of what we're doing, and some other day we can come back just for the enjoyment. Thank you very much. Welcome.